Hindu Analysis Editorial by Rathod IAS.
Thank you, Rathod IAS.
Really took help of the Hindu analysis to enrich my content.
Hindu analysis articles. Rathod IAS.
Hindu Analysis Editorial by Rathod IAS.
Hello and welcome to Rathods IAS Academy. Today in this session, we are going to see current affairs of 20th June 2024. So let's get started with our discussion. So already I posted a video of 1 hour 23 minutes, but because of some technical issues, the sound has not been recorded in that video. Again, now the time is around 7:30. So actually the problem is one of our students, they did something. So because of that, the voice had not been recorded. So again, this much time they took for settings everything, and now I am recording the video. So I will try to give the gist of this today's Hindu news analysis. So I will try to complete it within a very less time, and from tomorrow onwards, you will be getting as usual the full length video. Okay, so please do adjust for that for today. So I want to say one thing, how we are going with our Hindu analysis. So recently I said that I changed some format. So many of you might knowing like what changes that we made. So first of all, we will be taking article first. So after taking article, we will be identifying keywords. And after identifying keywords, we have to do two things. So first one is we have to see where it can fit in our syllabus, like GS 1, 2, 3, 4. And after that, we have to see exactly from which micro topic it is important. So you have to see those micro topics in your syllabus. And after that, you have to see different dimensions where you have to see that topic. You have to see dimensions also. So after seeing this dimension, now the exercise starts. So here I am going to give you summary of the article first. So after giving summary, so what are the key insights which are given? So we are going to see those key insights which are given in that article. After that, we are going to connect with our basic, that is nothing but our static syllabus regarding that. And after that, we are going to have practice questions. So in these practice questions, I will be giving you prelims, and second one is mains. Okay, and one more thing here is what are the static we are going to discuss, that will be in mind map format. So in this way, this analysis will be very useful because we are identifying the keywords and we are placing in our syllabus, and I am also going to give you in how many dimensions you can think, and as well as I am going to give you key insights of that article within 7 to 8 points. And next one is we are going to have mind maps, and next one is practice questions. So all these are very important to clear your UPSC. So this is actually the way to read your current affairs. So if you are not reading in this way, just reading the title and writing whatever the thing which is given, that will be useless. So don't do that. So follow this. We in Rathods IAS Academy, we are focusing on prelims, mains and interview every stage with this integrated current affairs with your static syllabus. And if you are watching this analysis, so please do watch daily. So this is my request, okay? Yes, now let us see the first article. So this is front page of Delhi edition. So first article, it is talking about hold talks with Dalai Lama, US lawmakers tell China. So the keyword here in this article is Dalai Lama. Okay, it is talking about Dalai Lama. So Dalai Lama belongs to which religion? Say it is Buddhism. So Buddhism, whether it is part of our history? Yes. In which history? Ancient. Okay, so GS paper 1, history. And in this history also, exactly we can fit with ancient history. Correct? And without question of Buddhism or Jainism, there will be no UPSC paper. And even in this 2024 UPSC paper also, there are 2 questions from this area of Buddhism. Okay, so from there we have to focus. And even from GS paper 2, under under this internationalization. So this article is important. So these are the dimensions that you have to see. And if you see here this image, very interesting, you can see one big rhino and one small calf, okay, calf, which is following mother, right? So here this is talking about Pobitora Wildlife Sanctuary. So there are two important things that you have to focus. Okay, so one is about one-horned rhinoceros. So which animal is shown here? One-horned rhino. And which is a wildlife sanctuary they are saying about? Pobitora. So where it is located? In Assam, correct? Okay, now let us see the dimensions. So here you have to see about this one-horned rhinoceros. So it is important from your GS paper 3 under environment and ecology. Where exactly we can fit? Under this topic called as biodiversity. Clear? Here you have to see some facts regarding this animal species, and exactly you have to see where it is located, that is habitat, and you have to see protection status. So in this protection status, we have to see protection under Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, and you have to see about sites protection, under sites where it is protected, and as well as under IUCN Red List where it is given, under which list. Okay, that is a very important thing. And other areas you can focus is what are the threats faced by this animal and what are the measures taken by government. And if you see this type of animals like rhino, tiger, elephant, so government is taking some important steps or projects like Project Elephant, Project Rhino and Project tiger, like that. So here for protection of this rhino we have Project Rhino, so you have to know the facts regarding that. So these are the dimensions that you have to see from this one-horned rhinoceros. And next here it is talking about one wildlife sanctuary. So whenever any wildlife sanctuary or any national park or any biodiversity area which is seen in news, so you have to make a notes like where it is located in which state. And apart from that, you have to see other wildlife sanctuaries in that same state so that you can maintain a list. Clear? So these two are very important. And next topic is Union Cabinet gives go ahead to increase MSP of 14 Kharif crops. So here it is very important. Okay, so let me show you like how you have to focus on that exactly. So this article is talking about MSP. So MSP is nothing but minimum support price. Minimum support price. This article is important from your GS paper 3 under economy. So this is the first keyword. And okay, let us see the dimensions of this first keyword and later on move on to second keyword. Okay. So here you have to understand what is this MSP and for which crops MSP is given, because in 2018 there was already question given by UPSC regarding for which crops MSP is given. And next one is you have to see who will decide, and next one is who will implement or who will recommend. And next important thing is what are the uses or advantages, and you have to see what are the challenges. So all these are very important areas that you have to focus on this MSP. Is it clear? Okay. And let us see the next topic, that is about Kharif crop. In micro listing of our syllabus, I said about this topic, Kharif crop and Rabi crops and Ziyad crops. So where exactly we can fit? In GS paper 1 under geography. In geography, which is a topic? cropping pattern. So where cropping pattern. So in crops we have how many types? 3 types. Kharif. Next one is Rabi and Ziyad. So how can you expect a question here? And this is the repeated theme of question from your UPSC prelims. So you have to see examples of this Kharif crop, Rabi crop and Ziyad crop. So there the question will be like, consider the following crops. Which of the following crops comes under Kharif or Rabi? Okay, like that you can get question. Okay. Now let us see the notes part. So I will be going somewhat fast because already the time is very late. Okay. So please do adjust for this day only. Okay. It is my sincere request. Summary here is, now our union government approved there is increasing of MSP for 14 Kharif crops. Okay, so why there is increasing of MSP? Because actually government is focusing on ensuring of farmers income. So farmers, they will be investing something, okay, initially for producing, right? So here the aim is at least farmers need to get 1.5 times of money they already invested for production. And especially government want to encourage even agricultural stability and as well as sustainability of agriculture. And especially here one more thing, political thing is said here is because of elections in some states, so there is hike in this MSP. So we are not going to involve or dive into that political thing. Okay. So next one here is, especially farmers need to be protected from substantial profit and as well as market dynamics. And government is providing MSP for especially improving of rural economy because villages, they are dependent on agriculture. And next one is to boost or to increase farmers income. It is also one important aim. And based on this MSP, okay, now here we can come up with policy changes or any policy implementation from government side. And if this MSP is given by the government, then farmers will be also taking some decision to go for which crop. And next one is, yes, already we are having stockpilings of food grains with FCIs, that is Food Corporation of India, but even there is increasing of MSP because the only reason is to support farmers' welfare. Okay, that is a thing which mainly said in this article. So these are the key highlights of that article. And now let us see what is this MSP. MSP is nothing but it is a form of market intervention. So government will be declaring the price of food before they started sowing. That is, farmers before they started the sowing period itself. So this price will be decided by government. So this is called as MSP. And why? Why? Because to safeguard interest of farmers and also to give some minimum support for these farmers and to prevent farmers from distress. Okay. And now let us see this mind maps, and many of you are complaining that mind maps cannot be visible, but I tried a lot to improve the quality of this mind map. Okay, but I can't. So if you're not able to see this, I will be sharing you the PDF. So in the PDF, at least you can have a note of this mind maps. Okay. So first one here is, you have to know the importance of MSP. First one is, as I said, farmers do not have proper income security. So to provide income security, MSP is required. So first important point, okay, it will provide financial security or income security. Next one is, if MSP is not provided, farmers will not be encouraged, right, to support farmers or to encourage farmers for produce something. If farmers they stop producing, from where we will be getting food? No, right? So yes, government need to encourage farmer to produce something. So for that MSP is given. And next one is for economic stability, for stabilizing of prices, and government need to make available of food grains in the market. So for that. And next one is for food security, okay, for ensuring of adequate food supply to all people of India. So ensuring of food security is also one of the important aim of this providing MSP. And next mind map, it is about what are the issues we are seeing with this MSP. So regional disparities, Some regions they have good irrigation, some regions they don't have irrigation. Some regions they have rivers and some regions they don't have. And even if you see this green revolution which had been introduced in 1960, so where they had been implemented, Punjab, Haryana and Western UP region. So here the regions which are having good produce, automatically they will be get benefited. That is the one thing. And next one is, if the regions, if they are having good infrastructure, automatically they will be get benefiting compared to others. So from region wise there is difference. And next one is overemphasis on certain crops. So normally because of this implementation of MSP, so farmers they are focusing on growing of water intensive crops like rice, and they are neglecting other crops. So because of this there is overproduction of some crops compared to that of others. So that is also one of the imbalance that we can see in the market. And whenever we are going for growing of water intensive crop, that will also cause one more problem, that is groundwater depletion. You have to focus on this. And next one is physical burden. So what happened whenever we are going for MSP? So here it will be also increasing burden on government exchequer. Okay. And next one is for implementation also there are some problems. Okay. And even sometimes if you are having good encouraging climate, we will be getting like overproduction, produce will be more. And sometimes if there is any drought, unseasonal rainfall, we will be getting less production. So always there will be distortion in market, based on that prices can be fluctuated, right? So this is about this topic. And let us see the next question. So I want to give you some practice questions. So please see this question and please let me know the answer in the comment box. So I'm not going to explain these questions. So first one, it is about just asking what is the meaning of MSP. So I explain that clearly and see which option suits that. And next one is, which body is responsible for recommending this MSP. So this is your homework. So after doing some research, please let me know which is the correct answer for this question. And I want to give you one mains question. So please take the screenshot so that you can write the answer, and the word limit is 250 words. Okay. And let us move on to our Hindu. So there is nothing much important in our city page or states page. You can directly move on to our editorial page. So in this editorial page also, most of the articles are related to refugees. Why? Because this June 20th, we are celebrating World Refugee Day. Okay, so we are going to see all those articles together. Okay, and next important article here is a torrid crisis. A prolonged summer should be classified as a natural disaster. So here, there are some keywords. So first one, it is talking about torrid region. So where is this located? Torrid is also called as tropical region. So let us draw globe. So this is our 0 degrees, 22.5 degrees south, 66.5 degrees south, 22.5 degrees north, 66.5 degree north, north pole, and here we have south pole, right? Okay, let me change the color of pen. So here we have sun. So from sun we will be getting sunlight, okay, sun rays. So here in this part of a region between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Region, we will be having vertical sun rays, and in the poles we have slanting rays. So in this region we will be having more heat, and this region is called as tropical or torrid region. So now this article is talking about this thing. Okay, now let us see in detail. So what is the summary? Summary says that especially in northern part of our country, we are facing severe heat wave. That means increasing of temperature. So not only increasing of temperature, another problem is water crisis or water stress. Okay, and also power shortage. So because of increasing of heat, there will be increase in the demand of using of ACs, fans, cooler, every electronic devices, right? And even there is infrastructure also being under strain. So all these are problems that are discussed here. Okay, now let us see the insights which are given in this lead article. So first one is prolonged weakness, prolonged heat waves is happening. So here on one side there is also lack of rain. So there is no rain and there is increasing of heat. Especially it created a natural disaster in northern part of our country. And next one is even because of increasing of temperature, what happens? Water crisis commonly we can see. So here water crisis is also one of the problem that we are seeing in this Delhi. And next one is power shortage and infrastructure also facing stress because of increasing of demand of increasing of import of power from other regions. And actually the problem here is there is delay in monsoon and there is also one more prediction in this northern part that we are going to have below normal rainfall in northern part of our country. Okay, all these are the issues which are set, and to mitigate this problem we need to have like center and the states, they need to come together and they need to take collaborative efforts to address this issue. So all these are the important points which are said in this article. Okay, now let us go back to our basics. What is this heat wave? So whenever there is a prolonged period of excessively very hot weather, that is called as heat wave, and we need to take the standard definition, right? According to IMD, so whenever there is more than 40 degrees of temperature in plains, it is called as heat wave. In coastal areas, if it is more than 37 degrees of centigrade, and in hilly areas, if it is more than 30 degrees of centigrade. So this is the criteria according to this meteorological department, so that we can call it as heat wave. So what are the causes? So there are four important causes. So first one is climate change. So increasing of greenhouse emissions, that leads to global warming, that ultimately leads to climate change. So climate change causes heat wave. And next one is urbanization. So in urban areas we have increasing of concrete structures, buildings, asphalt roads, cement roads, etc. Wherever you go, so they will absorb or they will trap more energy. So because of this, that will create urban heat island. Again, in turn, that is one of the important cause for heat wave. And next one is atmospheric conditions. So whenever there is high pressure area created, so whenever high pressure is created, what happens? There is descending of winds. So heat will be trapped here. For example, in case low pressure area is created means winds will be move up, ascending winds. So what happen? Heat will be transferred. But in the case of high pressure, so there will be no transferring of heat. So heat will be getting trapped or it will be pushed towards its surface. So it is also an important reason for this heat wave. And next one is if you are staying near to arid regions or desert regions. So in desert areas, what is the climatic condition? Yes, there will be high temperature and there will be less rainfall. Again, it is also one important cause. I hope you understood the causes, right? And next one is impact on heat waves. So I took like three impacts. The first one is health impact. So whenever you're going out on sunny day, you will be getting heat stroke, right? So first one is heat stroke. Why? Because of dehydration. And next one is you will be having respiratory diseases and as well as cardiovascular disease. And next one is because of increasing of heat, there will be increasing of mortality cases. So especially most of the elderly people, they can't sustain in this summer season. So most of the death of older people will be happening in the summer season. And next one is environmental impacts. So recent example of Himachal Pradesh fires and as well as Uttarakhand fires because of heat wave. So that is the thing. And what happens whenever there is high heat? So there is evaporation rate will be also high. So rivers and lakes, they will be having very less water. And next one is because of heat, there will be also decreasing of agricultural productivity because whatever the water we are pouring to the soil, that will be dried up fastly. So because of this, obviously there will be decreasing of agriculture production in the summer season or like heat wave condition. And next one is economic impacts. So what happened? So whenever there is heat wave, there will be increase in demand for cooling like ACs, inverters or coolers, fans. So there will be increasing of demand of energy. And even what happened if labor, they are feeling sick, obviously the production will be get impacted because labor is one of the factors of production. And next one is sometimes whenever there is increased heat, there will be also damage to infrastructure like roads, railway tracks, etc. Clear? And from this area, let me give you mains and prelims questions. So first one is you have to write about what are the causes. Second one is impacts and how government can come up with the policies and community initiatives to mitigate the adverse effects of heat wave. And next, let me give you some prelims questions. The first one is which of the following criteria we are using to declare heat wave in plains? So you have to see exactly the number. And next one is what are the common health impacts? So please let me know the answer. And next question is which of the following measures can help mitigate the effects of heat waves in urban areas? Clear? No doubts, right? Okay, am I going fast? Okay, let it be. Yes, now let us see the article regarding World Refuge Day. So here you have to know about refuge and asylum first of all, and you have to see like why this refuge is in use. So actually there are some international convention which will be taking care of refugees, but none of them had been signed by India. And this article says that yes, we need to come up with some laws or like policies which will be taking care of these refugees. Okay, so this is the central idea of this article. Okay, so summary says that India needs a refuge and asylum law to uphold tradition for granting solace and shelter. Solace means nothing but comfort and shelter to these refugees. And we have to align with international standards. So here, this article says that from history onwards, from ancient history onwards, India have a tradition of providing shelter to refugees. Okay, but we don't have refugee and asylum law. It is one sad part of India. And next one is India's history. There is a lack of specific legal framework for refugees, as I said now. And even there are 3 international conventions which talks about these refugees, but till now we didn't have signed with them. And even judiciary also said that yes, we need to come up with a law because there are some fundamental rights in our constitution which provides rights, fundamental rights to people for both Indians and as well as citizens. If you're not taking care of these refugees, the fundamental rights which are given for this refugees under Part 3 of our Indian constitution, they will be get violated, right? So because of this, judiciary also intervened many times and said that yes, we need this kind of laws. Okay, those things that are given. Yes, now let us see what is this refugee. Refugee is nothing but whenever a person who is forced to leave his own country, for example, if there is any war or persecution or any natural disaster. So for example, we have this Rohingyas. Rohingyas, they are persecuted Muslim minority from Myanmar. And what is asylum? Asylum is nothing but whenever the refugees they came, so what is the protection we are providing? That is called as asylum. So it is nothing but the protection granted by a country to someone who has left their home country. So that is called as asylum. Okay, so if you see here exactly you have to focus on which are the international framework we are having. So we have 3 things. So first one is 1951 Refuge Convention. So what it says about the definition of a refugee and also sets out rights of individuals and who can be granted asylum, everything will be given. And one more thing is, it also says that no refugee should be sent back to their country where they are facing serious threat. But now in India, we didn't have signed anything, right? So India wants to send back this Rohingyas to their country because India didn't sign this. And next one is we have 1967 protocol which says about geographical and temporal restrictions that we have to remove on this earlier convention. And even it had been expanded the definition of refugee under this 1967 protocol. And apart from that, we are also having United Nations High Commission on this refugees. So it will be protecting and will be also supporting these refugees and whatever the problems are there, so these problems will be resolved worldwide by this United Nations Higher Commission of Refugees. So there will be no chance of getting prelims question from this area. So I gave you one mains question, so please take a screenshot of this question. Clear? And let us see next topic. It is about caste. Okay, I have to give you dimensions here. So this article is talking about caste system. So where we can fit this article in our syllabus? So if you see GS paper 1 under history, especially under ancient history. So where? In ancient history, you will be studying this Vedic period. So in this Vedic period, we have early Vedic and we have later Vedic period. And here you have to know what is this caste discrimination. Okay, so it is also part of our GS paper 1 under Indian society. And you have to see what is this meaning of caste based discrimination, and you have to see some examples where caste based discrimination is happening. And after we got independence in 1947, we came up with our constitution. So we came up with these fundamental rights. So how these fundamental rights are protecting these people from this caste based discrimination, you have to know. And you have to know which are the articles and even which is the legal framework which is present and what is the impact. Everything you have to know. Clear? Now let us see that fast. So your summary says that efforts to end caste discrimination in Tamil Nadu include banning of caste symbols in schools. So actually Tamil Nadu government came up with one thing, like they have to end caste based discrimination in the schools. So actually many of you will be having this threads related to caste or chains, etc. They are being banned in schools. Okay. And here we can also add one more dimension, like how can you inculcate values. So what is the role of education institutions in inculcating values? So from GS paper 4 ethics point of view also it is important. Okay, so what are the key insights of this article? So Tamil Nadu schools, they started banning caste symbols so that they can prevent violence from this school level. Okay, and especially they are also going to include some social justice related concepts in their curriculum. That means in the textbooks. And they want to centralize noon meal kitchens, like, so they should mask caste identity of cook. Who is the cook? Okay, so if cook is based on this Dalit, so many parents, they are not sending their children to have the food. So here they want to mask about the identity of the cook, who is cooking. Okay, and next one is they want to establish social justice standard for students sports. Okay, like in schools we have NCC, like that only. So we are going to have social justice student sports so that they are focusing on equality. There should be no discrimination. Okay, so that's it. And what is this caste discrimination? It is nothing but exclusion and mistreatment of individuals based on their caste. So based on their caste itself, there is exclusion, there is mistreatment. So this is called as caste discrimination. So here, what are the constitution provisions and legal framework? Yes, in our constitution, there are fundamental rights in part 3. They will provide equal rights. There should be no discrimination. So article 15 says that there should be no discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste. You can see this caste here, which is specially given in this article 15. And article 17, which says abolish untouchability, right? And even we have some legal protection. So nothing but the laws like Protection of Civil Rights Act and SC/ST Atrocities Act. Yes, and next one is government initiatives and policies. What are the government initiatives? So first one is government came up with providing of reservations for this low caste people like scheduled caste and scheduled tribes in schools, like education, in jobs, in promotions, and also like in politicals, like politics. There will be reservation for ST and SCs. And next one is nowadays we are also having this EWS 10% raised reservation. And next one is government is also providing some support in educational programs like giving scholarship, like special hostels and sponsorships, etc. And next one is economic empowerment. Also, government is focusing on. For example, they are focusing on skill development programs and to increase SC or ST youth to enhance employability opportunities. And next one is we are also focusing on social welfare schemes like Stand Up India and MG Narega programs, which are focusing on providing of employment so that will be reducing economic disparity. So these are some basics of this caste discrimination. And if you see one mains question, it is about discuss constitutional and legal framework in India, which is aimed at addressing caste discrimination and how effective these measures been eradicating in this caste-based disparities. So try to write an answer for this question. Don't forget. Yes. Now let us see next topic. It is about on Hindu Kush Himalaya snow update. Okay. So it is about snow content on this Hindu Kush Himalayas. So I will give you dimensions. So it is talking about Himalayas. So here from GS paper 1 under geography, especially in Indian geography, you will be studying about physiographic divisions. Okay, so in our physiographic divisions, we will be studying about Himalayas, plains, plateaus, right? Coastal plains, islands. So here in Himalayas, how many types we have? Trans Himalayas, Greater Himalayas, Lesser Himalayas, and Shivaliks, right? So here you have to know why these Himalayas are called as third pole. Okay, and now there is decreasing of snow. What are the reasons for this? And you have to see what will be the impact. And we can cover this article from GS paper 3 under environment and ecology also. So all these are very important. Okay, let us see this article in detail. So this article says that very low snow persistence. This word is very important. Low snow persistence in the Hindu Kush Himalayas, which is having threat on water supply due to climate change impacting river basins. Okay, now let us see the key highlights. So here, whatever the snow cover is there, so it is declining. Why? Because of disturbance in climate, because of weak western disturbances, and even snow melting is happening. So snow melting is happening at a very fast rate. So this is one problem now. And climate change is a significant factor. Okay. So because of this, we need to take some urgent steps to stop the emissions, and we have to take some mitigation measures, and even global warming is destabilizing. Okay. And we have to see like reforestation is one of the important thing that we can take, and we have to focus on better water harvesting or water infrastructure, and even we have to focus on reduction of emissions. All these are the key highlights to given in this article. So now let us see some facts regarding this Hindu Kush Himalayas. So it is one of the important Himalayan range or like important mountain range, and it is moving in 8 countries. So which are those? Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar, Nepal and Pakistan. So normally it is called as third pole because so where we can see ice. So this is globe, this is North Pole and South Pole. So normally in this polar regions we will be having ice. But here in this Himalayas also we are having good and significant amount of ice reserves. So because of this we are calling it as third pole. And the word snow persistence means nothing but after removing the snow, so how much time it is melting. That is called as snow persistence. So snow is melting very faster. So whenever snow is melting very faster, so it will be having impact on ecology and as well as climate. Okay, what are the causes? First one is climate change. As I said, because of increasing of global warming, because of changing of this rain patterns. Okay, and next one is human activities like deforestation and releasing of greenhouse emissions, urbanization. So they are also very important causes for this snow persistence. And next one is geographic variation. So different altitudes, they affect the snow accumulation as well as melting rates. Okay, so all these things are very important. And next one is what will be the impact? So here what happened, there will be reducing of water flows in the future, and even hydro power generation will be affected, right? So if the speed of water is low, we can't produce hydro power. And next one is it will be having negative impact on biodiversity, and even it is having impact on the health of the ecosystem like forest health. And even so reduced snow cover will be having more temperature, because whatever the snow cover is there, it will be reflecting the sun's insolation, but no snow cover means we will be absorbing more sunlight, in turn that will leads to more heat. And next one is because of these greenhouse gases, it will be also exacerbating global warming further. And next one is it will be also having socio-economic consequences, like livelihood will be affected because agriculture cannot be done, and tourism will be also affected, and even there will be increased risk of glacial lake outburst flood. Okay, and I want to give you prelims question. So see this question, tell me the answer. And next question, which of the following factors contributes to low snow persistence? And I want to give you one mains question. Okay, done. That's it. And you can move on to text and context. I discuss this topic. And in this news page, there is one article. It is about critical minerals. So we are going to see that, at least some facts. So critical minerals are nothing but they are very essential for the development of economy, and it is also very important for national security, because they are having wide range of applications. So what are the applications? So we can use them in technology, in defense, in energy, manufacturing sector, etc. And which are those critical minerals examples? We have lithium, cobalt, nickel, rare earth metals, tungsten, tantalum, vanadium, and platinum. So where we can use them? We can use them in batteries, electronics, renewable energy technologies, solar panels, aerospace, defense, and telecommunications. So these are the very important articles that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper. So I hope you understand the time constraint that I am having here. And from tomorrow onwards, I will be focusing much and I will be having a detailed explanation part. Don't worry about that. And one more thing here is I want to announce about this mains answer writing practice. So please bear me for 1 minute. So mains answer writing course that we are going to start from Monday. Okay, from 24th June onwards, we are going to start the new batch of answer writing course. So highlights are, so we are going to give you 1 year schedule, and this is based on weekly targets. Okay, 1 year schedule based on weekly targets. So based on this, daily one question is given on weekdays from Monday to Saturday. On Sunday, you will be having essay or case study, either of this. So what are answers you write here? So there will be detailed evaluation along with feedback. And what are the questions we are going to give you? You will be getting even model answer to cross check. Or if you are not knowing the answer, so you can see the model answer and you can write. And next one is there will be weekly one live class. There we will be discussing the basics, everything from A to Z. I will be training you, because of this answer writing course, many toppers had been benefited. So you will be the next topper if you take this course. And the course cost is 8,200 rupees for 1 year. Okay, but you will be getting 52 live classes, and you will be writing 365 questions and essays and case studies together, and you will be getting evaluation, feedback, model answer, everything that you will be getting, and it will cover entire your GS syllabus, GS 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, with small targets of week. Okay, don't miss this opportunity, try to join this course. And if you have any query, if you want to talk to me directly regarding this course, you can call me on this number 8074765513, and even this is WhatsApp number, you can text me on WhatsApp also. So that's all students. I hope you like this class. Hit the like button and please do share this class to your friends. Especially I am here again recording this class because of your sake, because of my students' sake. Okay, try to understand. And please do subscribe to Rathods IAS Academy. And thank you so much for watching, guys.